Hello guys, we are back with another Leetcode problem and today is day 19 of February. Let's see the today's problem, and the problem is the minimize the deviation in array. It's a hard question and it's a highly liked. So let's directly dive into the question. You are given an array of nums of n positive integer, okay, and you can perform two types of operation on any element of the array any number of times. So first operation is, if the element is even, you divide it by 2. If the element is odd, you multiply it by 2. That's the two operation you can do. And what's your duty actually? You have to minimize the deviation. And what's actually deviation of the array? The deviation of the array is the maximum difference between any two element in the array. So that's sense about the deviation. And what's your duty? You have to return the minimum deviation after the performing the any number of times operations. So that's your actually question ask. So let's little bit more understand the question with using example 1. So you have a given num 1 2 3 4 and you have to find out the minimum deviation in that case. So for finding minimum deviation, we got output 1 in that case. Why we will got uh, output 1? Let's understand the explanation. You can transform the array to 1 2 3 2, then 2 2 3 2. After then, the deviation will be 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. Yeah, that's pretty much straightforward. What I am going to do, I change this 4 because 4 is the even, so I'll divided it by 2, so it become 2, and this is 1 is the odd number. So what's my duty? I have to multiply it by 2, and after multiply it by 2 I got 2 in that case. So my array become this 2 2 3 2, and after that what I'm going to do, I subtracted the minimum element to maximum element in that case. That's it about the 3 minus 2 is equal to 1 in that case. So what's my actually what I'm thinking here? I was thinking I need a smallest element after the performing a task, and I have to find out a maximum element after performing a some task. So whenever I do any manipulation, if I solve, if I store in a somewhere else, it store into the my I know about my maximum element or my minimum element, it may be best for me. Yeah. Okay, let's see the constraints. So here n is equal to nums length. Okay, my n is belonging to line between 2 to 10 power 5. Okay, 10 power 5, what is actually sense? It means my solution, it acceptable solution is not a on square. If my solution is on square or greater than that, it's give me a TLE. So it may be my solution. So I never make my solution in that. I never try to make the solution in the on square solution or greater than that. So what's my duty? For seeing the 10 power 5, it actually so my solution will be lie my n log n solution acceptable. So I have to think in the direction of n log n. And if talk about the n log n, whenever if my solution lie in n log n, what is actually is arise on my mind, it's maybe we can use sorting, maybe use after sorting we can use binary search or any other type of operation, or go with the sliding window at all. And here I see the n log n, I can go with the heap too, because heap also time complexity and log n. So I was thinking in that direction, but it may be possible my answer will be in line or order of n. So it may be possibility, but here I have to think about n log n solution. It may be present, I can do with n log n solution. So that's on was my is on my mind after seeing n log 10 power 5. That's pretty much about that question. How can we solve this problem? Let's understand why by while writing the code. But here is a one problem for me. Here is a two operation, and it's a totally active for me to handle the two operation in a simultaneous. I don't know if I multiply this by, if this is a odd, if this is a odd, one is odd, so I'll multiply by 2, it become 2, and after that it even, and after I, if I do the even if I divide it by 2, it's again odd. So that's a hectic, I don't know. So which I just multiply or divide it. So in that, for that case I have to stop one cases, and I try to, I'm totally greedy in that part, so I handle only one cases. Let's say I'll just multiply, I don't go to divide by 2 in that case. So let me write the code, then you understand. I make some variable, let's max, and initially I initialize with the mean, and let's make mean and initialize by max. First and foremost I have to check it, auto uh, num nums. Okay, if this num, if whenever my num modulo 2 is not equal to 0, what is actually mean? It means it's odd number, and whenever it's odd, what I'm going to do, uh, where what I'm going to do here, I'll just try to maximize every element in that case for my sake of ease. So I'll just make, even if I got odd, I'll just maximize it. So one is odd, so in that case what I'm going to do, I just maximize it by 2. So that's it about. And after maximize it, what I'm going to do, I have to just store, I have to just update my max and mean both of them to the num. So let's copy control V. It's a mean, it's a mean and mean. That's it about that. In my max mean both are updated, and after updating my max and mean, what's my duty? My duty is that, yeah, I know I have to what my mean containing the values about this, and here I made a my mean deviation. Let's mean d actually stand for the minimum deviation, and initially it's a max minus mean. Do you, that was corrected? Yes, that was, it may be my answer, max and mean, it may be my answer, but I have to check it out for that. For this going to update it, and it's not a sorted, for I have to from calling my sort function over thing, or it may be great if if I know about my greatest element in that. If let's say if I know about the greatest element, maximum element in that, so it may be best for me. So that's why what I'm going to do, I'll just use priority queue in that case. I doing the heap because I max priority max heap. By while using the max heap, I know about the maximum element. So here what I'm going to do, I'll use my max heap priority queue and int and pq. And after what I'm going to do, I'll just store every element into it, auto it and nums. So what I'm going to do, I'll just push every element into it, and this priority queue actually store my all the elements into it, and the top element is the greatest element. So what's my duty, whenever my top element, whenever my top element is, let's say if I multiply this one by 2 is 2, this is how is 2 because not even, this 3 is going to 6 and this 4 is 4. If I push every element in my max heap at the top element, it will be 6 on the top. If this is a even, if this is a even, and in that case every element is even. If if pq dot top is even modulo 2 is equal to 0, if my top element is even, what does it actually stand for? It means I'll just store this pq top value. If my And after that what I'm going to do, I pop it this element, because I'm going to do some manipulation on that. After doing some manipulation, just I'll just delete my this top element, this 6 I'm going to delete it. And after deleting, what's my duty? My duty is that I have to just try to find out what I'm going to do actually. I'll just try to find out, is it possible to make my answer in that case. So I'll just here I'll just use main d. It's a mean of what? Main d and pq dot top, or maybe top minus mean in that case. Okay, that's it. Let's say here I am doing this 6, this is 6 minus, and my mean value is in that case 2. So 6 minus 2, my 4 has updating with 4 main day. And after updating, my I just pop this element also. But so what's my duty here? Actually, what's my duty here? My duty is to I have to update. I'll just store the top, and top is the even. And whenever I got even number, what's my duty? I have to divide it by 2, and after divided by 2, uh, I have to updating my mean 2. If I divided by 2, it may be possible it be lesser than my mean. So in that case, I want to update my mean with this smallest element. And after doing that, I have to push this top value. I have to push this top value into the my priority queue, because this is eventually 6, and if I do some competition and here is 3, so after getting a 3, what's my duty? I have to remove this, and in this my priority queue doesn't have this 3, and I have to make some competition on that too. So that's why I just push it. So that's all about. And after doing that, what's my duty? I'm again try to mean d and what uh, top element minus mean, and that's it. Return mean d. That's all about the guys. Let me explain little bit more. That the things I'll just push, that's I'll to check it. I try to make it every, if I got odd number, I'll just multiply with 2 and find out my max and mean in that case. And after getting this thing and find out my minimum deviation in initial stage. Okay, let's run this code due to the noises, and it give me a wrong. That's not a max mean, it's a, and that, and let's run this code guys. Sorry for the noises. Okay, it's give me a compiler. Why it give me compiler? And here I write it something wrong. Okay, let's submit that code guys, and that is acceptable. Okay, so if you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. I resolve a doubt as soon as possible. Until then, keep grinding guys.